Man, here it is, the 2025 Kawasaki Z900RS SE. It's loaded. Stay with me. You don't want to miss this video. Let's get this thing started. We're going to go over all the specs on it. This is a brand new bike. Man, huge thank you to Plano Kawasaki, Suzuki, Aprilia. All their information is in the description of my video. Huge thank you to them. They've allowed me to do about 70 first rides this year, and they want you to know what all these bikes are about. Let's get going here. Yep, getting a perfect view. I rode one of these, a 24 model, but this is the 25. The first thing I'll tell you is they did put a tuned can on the back, or a tuned exhaust. This is the first year for that, and I can hear the difference. This bike weighs about 450, 460. It is 70, I believe it's 74.9 inches long. It's a 900cc, and it's got a 4.5 gallon fuel tank. This is just a perfect bike. The seat height is about 33 inches. This does have all the bells and whistles on it. For this bike, they do make them with different options. They got a black and green one that doesn't have everything on it. It does have 3 levels of Kawasaki traction control. But man, this is like the perfect bike. 100 and I believe 14 horsepower, 75 foot-pounds of torque, and it's just the perfect everyday daily rider. Oh yeah, man, this thing has got the grunt, it's got the torque, and this goes back to in the 70s, the Z1. Let's go in here, we'll turn around. I'm gonna go out there and give it a little twist and give you some more of what it's like to ride this bike. This bike is, for its weight, it feels extremely maneuverable. And I ride a lot of bikes, so I'm telling you, for 450, 460 pounds, this bike is extremely maneuverable. The front forks, well, I'm gonna probably have to get off to show you that. It does not have a quick shifter, which a person that would buy a retro bike like this would probably not want a quick shifter. This bike is pure art. Let's walk around it and I'll show you some of the big differences. This does have an Öhlins rear shock, and those aren't cheap. Your preload is right here. Make sure I'm getting that. Yep, you can adjust your preload. This does have the awesome Brembo monoblock calipers with stainless lines. You do have those gorgeous gold wheels. The front rotors are 300 millimeter, the back one's 250. You do have 2 of those calipers and 2 rotors. This headlight, I'm going to turn it on high beam. It is an LED headlight. It's just pure art. Let me make sure I get that. Man, that headlight is gorgeous. I could put that on my wall in my house and just flip it on and off. But anyways, let me put this lid up here. You do have rebound and compression on these front shocks. You can see the adjustments there. So those are fully adjustable. Rebound, compression, and dampening as well. So you've got all 3 of them on the front. It is a hydraulic brake system, and I believe both of the brakes are tied together. I could be wrong. There is no cruise on it, but you wouldn't want to cruise on this. But man, listen to this exhaust. It is the first year for a tuned can on it. Man, that sounds good. But this, I call it the gray. I want to call it a carbon gray. It's just gorgeous. I mean, I don't know if you can see the metal flake in it, and I will tell you something, I didn't used to be a fan of flat colors, but it seems like to me, they're a little bit easier to keep clean. But look at this bike. I mean, it's freaking gorgeous. LED rear light. These are regular bulbs in there. You could change them though, put a LED bulb in each one of them, and put a relay on that so that it wouldn't flash too quick. But you do have your selector switch, and it will change your KTRC. Let's go there, in the button, hold it down. Okay, you'll hold down the select button, it'll start flashing, then you can go up, you can turn it off to turn it off completely, and then there are 2 levels of traction control. We'll go back to the first one. Also too, this does have ABS. So you would have traction control with the rear, with the traction control on. But look at this bike. I mean, it's just old school, retro, super cool. You do have your pass light for your high beam up here. We'll turn that high beam off. Here we go. And you'll push the button right there, and it will flash it. Let's get back on this, give it a good little twist. Also too, I've got about 70 videos. All the 25s are starting to really come in at Plano Kawasaki, and their number is 972-422-4111. They've got the 25 Ninja 500, they got the 25 636. I believe they've got the Z650. Did I say Ninja 500? They got the 25 ZX 400RR. They get all this stuff first. Let's get back on this. Like I said, this thing does make about 115 horsepower, 72 foot-pounds of torque. It's just the perfect bike. I mean, it is so comfortable to ride. I'm almost sitting straight up. Let's give it a goose here. It does rev line at 10 grand. Oh yeah, it'll pull that front wheel up. I mean, this thing, let me close that lid, has got plenty of horsepower. Man, make sure y'all are subscribed. Make sure if you like this video, you give it a thumbs up. We're starting to do all the 25s, and like I say, I've got a playlist where we've already done some. The ZX6R, we're going to do the Ninja 1400, the 25 model, and I've got a special video for y'all, probably coming out Friday night. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's going to be a super fun video. Les, Wes, Brandon, Chug, I promise to give y'all something out here. I know y'all say my camera always goes down when we give it a thorough run out here. This is going to be for y'all. Let me go down here so I can get a little bit more run on this service road. Oh yeah, man, this thing sounds so good. I just cannot explain it. The sound coming from the intake, man, it's just so nimble the way it handles. Let's turn in here. It does have your emergency flashers right there, so you could turn those on if anything ever happened. High beams right there, your selectors right there, where if you wanted to turn off your traction control, turn that blinker off, push into cancel on the blinker. Here we go. Let's get out here. Man, give Plano Kawasaki Suzuki a call. Aprilia, Plano Kawasaki Suzuki Aprilia, I keep forgetting them. Aprilia, but they are one of the biggest dealers in the country. They're like in the top 3. Here we go. Les, Chug, Brandon. Oh. Woo! I better cool it. I better cool it. No camera failures there, guys. Hey, thanks for riding with me. Thank you to all the subscribers. Thank y'all for all the comments. Make sure you leave a comment. I love answering the comments. I answer them all myself. Like I say, we're fixing to start riding all these 25s. There's 2 or 3 of them in there. The Ninja 500, we've already done the 25 636. But we're, and they are in the playlist. But man, huge thank you, Plano Kawasaki Suzuki. They are so awesome. Call them up and they'll help you any way they can. And man, we'll see you on the next one. God bless, ride safe. Look at this headlight. You can't really see the full scope of it there. But man, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.